on the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now! Push him back! Push him back! That's up!
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on fourth down here. Waiting on it will be Richie James. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 21. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes to throw on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And space tough to come by there. So he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Carr now to throw. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 44 yards. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's the backup Gabbert. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jameis to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They go play action. Gabbert. He finds Watson. It's caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Gabbert. His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, Winston. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. To throw is Winston. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. take it at about the 16. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. They run it again with Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Winston. And able to complete it to Moreau. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflect. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Lutz good on the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gabbard.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Winston. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
There's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A second down throw for Gabbard. That'll be caught by Rice. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Gabbard. That ball caught. It's Rice. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. One that they...
Touchdown! Rashee Rice, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Winston to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw a screen, something that can be used against them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On second down, Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here it is, 4th and goal. They'll run, it's Miller, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Wants to try to end the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot now for Gabbard. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball